Hey YouTube! Last Friday HMD released the Android Oreo release for their Nokia 8 flagship phone. They're one of the first manufacturers to release the final version, so let's take a look at what has changed. So I've got the TA1012 version here. This is the global single SIM version. It has 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. One of the first noticeable features that Google added to Oreo are the notification dots. Whenever an application has a new notification waiting for you to read, a colorized dot appears above its icon. If you then long press the icon, a pop-up is displayed showing you the notification. Another noticeable change is the way the pull-down menu behaves. They changed the color scheme, reordered the items, and changed the way notifications are displayed. By swiping left or right on one of the notifications, you can now easily snooze them or configure the way they behave. You'll also notice that media notifications have a different color. One of the more convenient features Google added is picture-in-picture mode. This feature basically allows you to keep watching a video while you do other things on your phone. The application you're using to watch the video does have to support the picture-in-picture mode, and as you can see here, VLC is one of those that does. Some other apps that already support it are YouTube, but only if you have YouTube Red, Google Duo, Google Maps, Netflix and WhatsApp. More will surely follow. Another useful feature Google added is the Nightlight. Several other manufacturers had already added this to their own skin, but it's now available through Oreo itself. The benefit of reducing the blue light your screen emits comes from the fact that blue light contributes to digital eye strain. Blue light has a shorter wavelength, and science has shown that blocking it increases comfort. Aside from that, blue light is also important for your sleep cycle. Exposure to blue light late at night can cause sleepless nights and daytime fatigue. Next up are the battery settings. Google's made it easier for you to see which applications are using up your battery, and Oreo now also offers you the option to show the battery percentage up top in the status bar. Oh, and there's one more thing to make your life even easier. Google has now given you context-aware shortcuts. This means that whenever you see text and you select it, Google analyzes the text you've selected and supposedly uses machine learning to show a context-aware pop-up, enabling you to do what Google thinks you want to do with it. For example, if it's an address you selected, then you can open up Google Maps and navigate directly to that address. If it's a telephone number, it allows you to open up the phone and immediately dial that number. If it's a web link, it allows you to open it up in your browser, and I'm sure there are several other quick actions that I haven't mentioned. There's also a couple of technical improvements, one of which is Project Treble. With Oreo, Google has tried to make Android more modular, separating the vendor-specific hardware code from the actual Android framework code. This basically means that for a manufacturer to upgrade Android to a newer version, they are less reliable on their own hardware code and should be able to roll out newer Android versions a lot quicker. Unfortunately, Nokia hasn't enabled Project Treble yet, but let's hope they'll do it in a future update. Another technical improvement comes with the Qualcomm processor. Qualcomm enables its processors to use the aptX audio enhancement, and with the Oreo update, Google has added support for aptX. This supposedly increases wireless sound quality, so that's basically Bluetooth speakers, headphones, you name it. Basically anything that's connected wirelessly to your phone. To check if support for this codec has actually been added, I have to enable the developer options, and from within the developer options you can see there is a Bluetooth audio codec option available under the network settings. It's set to use the system default, but also shows that aptX and aptX HD are actually available. So even though the Nokia has a 3.5 headphone jack, you might also notice an increase in wireless sound quality. Aside from the sound quality, the overall smoothness of the Nokia 8 has really impressed me. This was already the case before the Oreo update came out, but it's almost as if the Oreo update made it even smoother. Perhaps my memory is failing me, but it also looks like they improved some of the animations, as you can see here. Very soothing. Almost as if you could sit there on a rainy Sunday flipping your screen all day long. And to mix it all up, Google has also updated their emojis. This update brings 70 new emojis. A bearded man, zombies, you name it, it's all there. And so my Oreo review comes to an end. If you have any questions or tips, leave them down below in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching and or listening. Take care.